those first 3 matches, and it didn't happen. So
well,
now,
and then also giving up the pin in that first one.
Oh yeah, that was a killer.
They got a big hill to climb now to come back and try to win this duel, but it can be done.
They're going to come
They're just
after
going to have to get some bonus points.
They got to come after them, and they ain't
possibly a couple falls in their favor.
Well, we got a couple of All-Americans setting up for the next one.
Well, this I looked at as probably the marquee matchup of the night, or at least one of the 2 marquee matchups of the night. You got number 4 Zach Stalder against number 2 Jeff Henning. Stalder, a 2-time All-American. Henning, an All-American last year, placed 3rd. I believe last year Henning had 2 victories over Stalder, but both of them were very close, 1 or 2 points in both meetings. So.
And that makes the matchup that more intriguing because they've seen each other several times. So there's really not too much different you can do that your opponent won't expect.
Stalder, one of the first Mavericks of several that we're going to see tonight, with over 100 career victories, is at 113 wins right now with his 25-6 record this year. Had 105 consecutive wins in high school on his way to 3 state titles for Omaha Burke. Wrestled for former Maverick there, Coach Mike Braun, who I also saw is in attendance tonight. A lot of the former Mavs come back to watch these duels.
That tells you something about the tradition of the program, too. That's always nice to see.
Oh! Hip toss attempt by Stalder. Henning's right arm got loose on that. Otherwise, if Stalder could have held onto that right arm, I think he would have had him. And they were in the same situation again. If he'd hang onto that right arm, I think he might be able to score off of that. Henning 14-1 this year.
Well, I'll tell you, Zach had 2 good looks there. But you wonder how that works with Henning psychologically now. He's got to watch out for that hip, plus everything else.
A lot of action there, but no score.
Offense, man, offense.
Henning transferred from the University of Oklahoma 2 years ago, and that's something that you'll see up and down the lineup with Central Oklahoma, being in a state with 2 powerhouse Division I, Oklahoma State and Oklahoma. They kind of get a lot of the runoff from those 2 schools, because over the years, I can think of numerous times. There's Stalder in on a single. Not able to finish yet, and Henning able to fight it off. Another great scramble.
Circle.
Good shot by Stalder, but unable to hold on to the leg of Henning. But Central Oklahoma's reaped the benefit of the runoff from Oklahoma State and Oklahoma. Guys that weren't cutting it there, and they've dropped down to the Division II level and had, immediate success like Henning.
15 seconds.
He placed 3rd last year with a 31-5 campaign against Stalder, a 2-time All-American for the Mavericks, placing 5th last year and 4th the year before.
Offense, man, offense.
And this first period is over. There's no score at 184 pounds between these 2 All-Americans.
Stalder's choice there in the second. He defers to Henning. Now, one thing that in this situation also, if they would go to double overtime, the choice in double overtime goes back to the first guy that scored an offensive maneuver, like a reversal, like in this situation when no one scored yet. If Henning was able to get a reversal out of this bottom position, he'd have the advantage in double overtime. Now, escape doesn't count for that. That's they consider that a defensive move, right? So at one point, if they went into double overtime right now, they'd still have to go to the coin flip.
Just a moment ago, we got a single shot of each coach. You want to talk about intense and focused? So Stalder finds himself at the bottom end of a 1-0 score here with Henning.
Henning won last night against Nebraska-Kearney by a score of 19-6. I think it was one of the biggest wins of the evening. So he's a very active wrestler. He's also got a younger brother, Jared, that wrestles for Central Oklahoma. Well, we almost saw that throw in the first period by Stalder. He was a junior national champion when he was in high school in Greco-Roman, which is all upper bodies and throws. So he's got the ability to throw him.
Level Warren Green, he's blocking.
That warning surprised me. Stalder's been a little bit more active here in this second period.
He ain't made a shot, Coach.
5 seconds.
So now Henning has no recourse as far as stalling goes. If he gets called again, it'll be a point.
One thing that Stalder needs to do is take advantage of that warning and really start picking up his activity.
Step it up,
Yeah, step up the action a little bit more and then try to get that point. At the same time, a wrestler like Henning might step his activity up because he's been warned, and Stalder could take advantage of a mistake made by him by forcing a little bit too much.
Get a little too aggressive, it could cost you. That's the thing about this sport. Everything has to be in balance. As we end the second period already, the first 2 periods of this 184-pound match have just flown by, and Stalder will start down here in the 3rd period.
Trying to remember last night.
Stay set, yes.
Jeff Henning, he's a legger. He'll use the legs on top if he can get them in. You can see right there, he's trying to slip one in on the left side there. Stalder doing a good job of blocking it out.
No, he's out of line.
Nope, they say they're not going to give him the point. No escape point.
Same way.
I got a question.
Coach Ron Higdon questioning.
They have a total clean break.
He has to have time to turn, Coach. When you let him go, he never got time to recover.
clean break is
No, it's not. He's got to have time to turn, that Ronnie. You're down.
Well, you
You're
heard
down.
the explanation from Tom Vincentini. And of course, obviously, you can't blame Ron Higdon for arguing his case. I mean, they're looking at it from a totally different situation, obviously.
Well, they wanted to get that escape if they're. Again, same
Same way,
situation.
guys, same way.
Stalder wasn't able to get completely free and face him.
Yeah, and I don't think
If he can get the escape here to tie it up 1-1, this is when we're going to see how important that stalling call was in the last minute of the match. He can't sit on the bottom and give Henning the opportunity to get that leg in. You see him trying to slip that leg in on the left side again. Stalder again doing a good job of blocking it out.
Upman.
We might see a stall call against Stalder. Nope. Gets up to his feet again. Trying to stay in bounds. Henning trying to keep running him out.
No. You're torn.
No.
Nice job by Henning of staying with him. Another good scramble. Henning's got 43 seconds of riding time. It's critical that Stalder gets an escape here within 16 seconds.
Whoa.
A little bit of equipment maintenance by Henning.
Yeah.
So we get this unexpected
We're going to get
break.
an explanation here.
Yeah.
Rolling on that. What's that? No, it doesn't. That's why you
There's a
take
good
them.
exchange between the
That's one.
coaches as well.
It's a match point.
Wow.
Yes, it is.
He just hit David James.
Nope.
Get set.
It's a match point, I believe.
Right here, guys.
The shoe came untied to Jeff Henning. This is a rule that just came about a couple years ago. They want you to tape the laces so they don't come untied during the match. They don't want anything to disrupt the flow of the match.
1, 2, 3. That's still in this one.
The Central Oklahoma coaches are just coming unglued at this point, and now they're going to come over and they want an explanation from Coach
Stay right
official
in the
Tom
center.
Vincentini for that stall call.
Yes, Coach.
Guys up on our feet. We're trying to put him back down.
No, he's got to make an attempt to take him down. Got to make an attempt. He's following him. He's following him, Dave. Get set.
So now Stalder with that stall call leads 2-1.
Yes, Top.
So you got the penalty point for the shoes coming untied. The stall call, he leads 2-1. But now at this point, Henning just got riding time. So it's 2-2. But now there's the escape by Stalder, so it's 3-2. Stalder leads 3-1 on the scoreboard. And there's a takedown off of the bear hug. escape by Henning. So now on the scoreboard, Stalder leads 5-2. With that quick takedown, he was able to erase the riding time. So it is 5-2 right now. With 20 seconds remaining in the third, Zach Stalder trying to upset the number 2 ranked wrestler in the country, and he's going to get another takedown here.
There it is. He finally got him under control.
You gotta come up. You gotta come up.
This is a big one for the Mavericks. A huge win by Zach Stalder. 7-2 over Jeff Henning of Central Oklahoma. That brings the Mavericks back to a 9-point deficit. We're going to see a replay of one of these takedowns here in the third period.
Well, there were a couple of huge calls during that match, I'll tell you that.
And then David James is back at the head table arguing the calls with
I know it is, coach, and if it comes undone.
Henning. Tried an inside trip, kind of a mistake on his part. Stalder able to bear hug him and get the takedown.
Man, you can see the reaction of